The World Health Organization just announced that a pandemic has occurred. Your country gets its few cases of the virus but is very unprepared for the situation. This causes you to panic. You work in the medical field and is considered as a frontliner. This causes many thoughts to run inside your head. The question you ask yourself is, should you help these sick people but risk getting an infection and the possibility of death? Or stay inside the safety of your home with all your loved ones during this crisis? But before we start, let's see what ethics is. So, ethics is a person's perspective on what is right or what is wrong, and also their knowledge on moral principles. When talking about ethics, when a person wants to build up their morality or principles in morality, they would ask the questions like, what kind of person should I be? Or what should I do in this situation? So let's go with our first theory, Nicomachean ethics. So what are virtues or character traits in this virtue theory? So, what is the virtue theory? So, the virtue theory is where a person lives virtuously and build up their character traits or virtues until a person doesn't need to think about what is right and what is wrong to achieve happiness. So what are virtues or character traits in this virtue theory? So these virtues are tendencies to act in a particular way. We gain these virtues or character traits through practice and by copying moral exemplars. Let's go to our next topic of deontological ethics. Deontological ethics is based on the concern of what a person does or their actions, but not the consequences of their actions. They are duty-based. So the concept of this theory is when only an action is done for goodwill, it is the right action regardless of the consequences. So basically, when you do an action, it should be only for the right reason and the right reason only, no matter how big, bad, good the consequences may be. So, in other words, basically, do the right thing because it is the right thing to do. Our next topic is consequentialist. So, this concept is basically when a person is considering what things are good, like identifying the right actions that would maximum the good consequences. This concept is also tied in with altruism. The concept's main idea is the greatest good for the greatest number of people. Now that we've covered the basic meaning and theories of different principles of ethics, you might have a new sense of what a real healthcare worker is about. As a healthcare worker, we prioritize the safety and health of our citizens and nation. As a healthcare worker, we prioritize health and the safety of others. As a competent healthcare worker, being diligent and caring of our jobs, sometimes we don't think about the consequences because it is the right thing to do. Even if this consequence means not staying with our families, just for the safety of others and the safety of our families and friends. Also, as a healthcare worker, We must practice many virtues or character traits to become a competent health worker and to help others with our job.